It's not what happens to you that matters. It's what's going on inside of you. What you tune into is what you sound like. You can only forget the bad by letting the good in. If you are at the bottom of the deepest abyss and find the strength to look up, you can always see the light. There are no hopeless situations. There is always a way out. You just have to be very willing to find it. Believe in that light, and you will see it. Don't give up. You don't see the whole picture that God paints. When problems pull you down, look up. Sometimes we get so busy with our difficult lives that we don't have time at all to finally make it better. The biggest foolishness is to do the same thing and hope for a different result. Never be afraid to change something in your life. Sometimes it's good for you, sometimes it's necessary, and sometimes it's just pleasant. Life changes when our heart changes, and our heart changes when God's love lives in it. Get rid of the idea, it's impossible. Why do you need such things in your mind? The pessimist sees difficulty with every opportunity. The optimist sees opportunity with every difficulty. Look forward with hope, backward with gratitude, upward with faith, around with love. Keep the good weather inside. You'll see sunshine even on the cloudiest day. When the heart is happy, the face blooms. Train yourself to think of good things, and miracles won't be long in coming. If you see beautiful things, it's only because you carry beautiful things within you. For the world is like a mirror, in which everyone sees his own reflection. Don't look for light, shine. Don't look for warmth, embrace it. Don't look for friends, make friends. Don't look for love, love. When the Lord is pushing you on the edge of a problem, trust Him completely, because two things can happen. Either He will catch you as you fall, or He will teach you to fly. People don't always need advice. Sometimes they need a hand to support them, an ear to listen, and a heart to understand. Our greatest heartache comes from our own illusions, fantasies, and dreams. To have a low opinion of ourselves is not modesty, it is self-destruction. The higher one's self-esteem, the more humble one is. You can measure the depth of your soul by throwing a stone there. The magnitude of your personality is determined by the magnitude of the problem that can take you out of yourself. It is impossible to help someone who is unwilling to change their life. Start doing the necessary, then the possible. And suddenly, you will see that you are already doing the impossible. Choosing the right choice comes with experience. Experience comes with every wrong choice. So let every mistake teach you a great lesson. Every sunset is the beginning of a very, very bright and great dawn. Freedom is not something you are given. It is something that cannot be taken away from you. You will remain unhappy as long as you think others make you happy. Happiness goes against the basics of math. It multiplies when we share it. Learn to forgive. After all, that is the property of the strong. The weak never forgive. I forgive people, but that doesn't mean I trust them or agree with their behavior. I forgive them, for it is only by letting go that I can move on. Forgiveness doesn't change the past, but it frees up the future. Holding a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting your enemy to die from it. To forgive is to set the prisoner free and discover that the prisoner was yourself. The heart forgives often, the mind rarely, the ego never. Forgetting the bad means letting the good in. If a person asks for forgiveness, it doesn't mean he is wrong, but it means that to him, companionship is dearer than pride. If you suffer injustice from an unkind person, forgive him, or there will be two unkind people. Forgiveness rebuked forgiveness for forgiving everyone. But you resent everyone too, forgiveness reasonably objected. There was nothing to object to this, to offense. All that remained was to be habitually offended, which she immediately did. Lord, give us the eyes that see the best in people, a heart that will forgive the worst, a mind that forgets the bad, and a soul that never loses faith.